welcome to HCN Evening News Bulletin with me, Clarissa Camelo. Let's take a look at the top stories for today. Motorists and two-wheeler riders are agitated over the traffic snarls they have to face due to the diversion of traffic from the Ribandar Causeway. The PWD was unable to keep the 24-hour deadline for repair of the bridge. As a result, those traveling to Ribandar, Sharau and Devar are facing traffic jams from the erstwhile Kadamba Circle to Mirses Junction.
Now, the closure of this road has resulted in a major traffic jam while entering and also exiting the Panjim city, especially the Atal Setu exit side. The PWD has overshot its deadline to repair the Ponte de Hilres within 24 hours. As a result, huge traffic congestion is witnessed at the Kadamba Circle to Mirse Junction. Repair work on this stretch is on war footing mode. Now, this part was built in 1634 for horse carriages. 383 years later, it was still serving the traffic load which has grown over thousands of times. In 2016, North Goa collector declared the said road and bridge as unsafe. Then PWD Minister Sudhin Davlikar too had decided to close the bridge for repairs but gave in to public pressure and reopened it. But today, this has resulted in major traffic and also collision of accidents.
Joydeep Shirodkar, former Shiroda BJP Block Committee member and former Shiroda Zilla Parishad member, joined TMC on Saturday. He is the son of former MGP Shiroda MLA Joy Krishna Shirodkar, who was elected twice to Goa Assembly. He said that he had worked to ensure victory of BJP candidate Subhash Shirodkar during this assembly term. Still, his efforts were not appreciated, since defeat of Shirodkar will lead to fall of BJP government. He also said the ZP seat was reserved for ST candidate in Shiroda, although he was from general category.
19च्या इलेक्शनात सुभाष शिरोडकर खातीर निवडून हाडपा खातीर बायपोल इलेक्शनात जीव तोडून काम केल्लें. पण इतलें आसून सुद्दां ज्या वेळार इतले सुभाष शिरोडकर खातीर आमी जैत मेळोवन दिलें, सरकार खंय तरी पडपाचें आशिल्लें त्या वेळार जर मगो पक्षाचे जर थंय उमेदवार दीपक धवळीकर हे जर निवडून आयिल्ले जाल्यार खंय तरी सरकाराक धोको आशिल्लो, सरकार पडपाची शक्यता आशिल्ली. अशा वेळार म्हणजे अडचणीच्या वेळार आमी इतलें काम करून सुद्दां जे जो मान सन्मान भारतीय जनता पक्षांतल्यान मेळपाक जाय आशिल्लो तो मेळूना. दुसरें म्हत्वाचें हें सांगपाचें म्हणजे 2021 इलेक्शन आशिल्लें मागीर फुडें गेले जिल्हा पंचायतीचे. त्या जिल्हा पंचायतीक सुभाष शिरोडकर हांच्या सांगण्या वयल्यान भारतीय जनता पक्षान म्हजो जो सीट आसा तो परत एकदां ST खातीर रिजर्व केलो. कारण तुमकां म्हत्वाचें सांगपाचें म्हणजे 2010 ते 2015 हो सीट शिरोडा मतदारसंघातलो जिल्हा पंचायतीचो सीट जो आसा तो ST खातीर रिजर्व आशिल्लो. मागीर म्हजे वेळार म्हणजे कारकिर्दी टायमार तो जनरल आशिल्लो. पण परत तो जाणून बुजून फोर्सफुली शिरोडाचे आमदार जे आसा त्यांच्या सांगण्या वयल्यान तो सीट जो आसा तो ST खातीर रिजर्व केलो.
The extension of international flight ban till November 30th has been a big disappointment to tour operators who had already got bookings from UK and Russia. The tourism industry in Goa is awaiting to welcome the big spending foreign tourists from October onwards. But the continued flights ban extension is causing a big dismay to the industry stakeholders. The flight ban is a blow to Goa's tourism industry, but it will be supplemented by domestic tourist and charter flights. The flights from Russia and UK will get delayed till mid-December if COVID cases do not come under control, TTAG President Nilesh Shah told HCN.
The extension on international flight ban will not affect Goa tourism much, says TTAG President Nilesh Shah. Recently, the extension of international flight ban till November 30th has been a big disappointment to tour operators who have already got bookings from UK and Russia. The tourism industry in Goa is waiting to welcome a big spending foreign tourists from October onwards, but the continuity of the flight ban extension is causing a big dismay to the industry stakeholders. The flight ban is a blow to Goan tourism industry, but it will be supplemented by the domestic tourists and charter flights. The flights from Russia and UK will get delayed till mid-December, says TTAG President Nilesh Shah. And what will be the impact on Goa, especially having said that charter flights were all set to land in Goa? The tourism season, the tourism season is about to pick up. How it will affect this tourism sector in Goa and also people coming into Goa?
First of all, the ban is not for the charter flights. Government has allowed charter flights. They opened up visa from 15th October, and then they allowed that charter flights can come in. Now, after the announcement, actually marketing started in UK and other places. So this ban is for the scheduled flights. Of course, there we get equal number of people coming on scheduled flights, so that will have effect. But as far as charter flights are concerned, because of there are two challenges. One is UK, they have already announced. So there's going to be 4 flights from UK, 2 from Gatwick Airport and 2 from Manchester from 13th of December onwards. And also from December, we'll have a few flights from CSI countries. So Kazakhstan has announced they will have. As far as Russia is concerned, we have challenges there because they have gone under lockdown for 1 week, maybe extended, and the cases are at very rise at in Russia. So that will be a challenging. So we have to see, but hopefully December, January, the full season will start. As far as ban is concerned, it will affect us on as far as scheduled flights, the tourists coming in. But I don't see that much of impact because what has been happening is, as you are aware, many of our source markets also are facing challenges. There are the third wave, fourth wave, whatever we call it. So the effect of foreign tourists has been covered up by a certain extent by the domestic tourists, because whatever as international flights have not started, the Indians are not going abroad. So Indians are looking for the destinations to visit, and Goa is the ideal destination for them. But yes, the industry overall ARR are quite low compared to what they could have got it. But I think it is we are moving on the right move with all COVID appropriate behavior. And one thing which we emphasize on every wherever possible, that it may be tourists or it may be people working in the industry or wherever we talk about that COVID is here to stay. For another 1.5 years, 2 years, we don't know. So COVID appropriate behavior is the key way forward. And as cases decline in our source market and other countries, I'm sure Goa will be preferred destination and we'll get back to normal as early as possible. But as of now, we are on a good wicket. As far as tourism is concerned, holiday season will just start Diwali. After Diwali, holiday season, there's vacations have started in Delhi, Gujarat, Mumbai. Means Maharashtra. So we'll have a lot of tourists coming in. You can see from today onwards, I think there'll be a lot of hotels will be almost sold out for next at least 10 to 15 days. So it is a good weekend. Once hotels are all the segments of industry intend to benefit. It may be airlines, it may be a taxi, or it may be a vendor supplying vegetables or fruits, or we name it. Everybody will have a good pie of a business because of the season opening up.
Continuing their attack against the Montserrat family, Councillor Surendra Furtado said Montserrats are out to construct a hotel at collapsed house near Rose Garden, Panjim. They also want to build a rupees 2 crore road with government funds to help Agarwal builders of Mumbai to buy property at Aivao, Karamsalim. Uday Madkaikar alleged that a builder was calling the shots at Kamarabat even when it was CCP property and deciding how much area the migrants need to get. People should not go after goodies but show Montserrat family their place before all properties disappear, he warned.
कामराबाट काल एजंटांनी कामराबाट होता आम्ही वॉकआउट केले आमकां ते मागीर डिस्कस तेंच्यांनी कितें घेतला खबर ना कामराबाट आमच्यो थंय स्वताच्यो 3 बिल्डिंग्यो आसा थंय कितकेशे जाण थंय रावता तांकां सेटल करूंक जाय ते लोक बाबडे इतकी वर्सां रावता तांकां बरे भशेन थंय तांकां एक जागो दिवंक जाय तांकां बाबा 60 मिटर जावं 70 मिटर तांकां रावपाक तांकां जागो दिवंक जाय सगळे असताना बिल्डर पयलो येता थंय बिल्डर थंय सर्वे करता बिल्डर सांगताना आपूण अशें करतलो ना आपूण तशें करतलो आपूण इतके लोकांक आपूण हें दिवचो ना बिल्डर कोण सांगपाक प्रॉपर्टी आमची आमी थंय टेंडर काडूंक जाय आमी थंय कोण हायस्ट बिल्डर जाता कोण कितें आमकां जें कितें मेळटा आमची तीन बिल्डिंगां आसा ते कांय डिस्कस जायनासतना काल सुद्दां ती एजंडाचेर फुडें तेंच्यान तो एजंडा हाडला म्हणजे हेंची नजर आसा आमच्या प्रॉपर्टीचेर ताळगांव सगळें पाड घालून जालें आतां पणजेकारांनी आतां सावध जावंक जाय आनी हो जो फॅमिली जाट आसा हेंचे आतां थोडे तेंप उरला लोकांनी ठाम निश्चय करूंक जाय घरान हाडपाचो हें जर परत जर उरलें जाल्यार पणजेन सुद्दां ह्यो आमच्यो प्रॉपर्टी ह्यो आनी तुमकां दिश्टी पडपाच्यो ना.
People of Panjim should wake up and not run after goodies. Show this family their place once for all. पळय तें पणजे एक ओल्ड बिल्डींग आशिल्ली तशेंच तेमी केला तें प्रायवेट बिल्डींग कॉलेप्स म्हणून कित्याक तेमचे दो आहा थिंगा हॉटेल बांदपाक ते देशप्रभू फॅमिली बी रावताले थिंगा नियर ऑपोजीट रोज गार्डन आनी म्हाका काल खबर मेवल्या की आयबाव पळय प्रॉपर्टी आसा अगरवालाची फ्रॉम मायन ओनर फ्रॉम मारगांव एक बॉम्बे बिल्डर ती प्रॉपर्टी घेवंक सोदता फूल आनी हे बॉम्बे बिल्डराक हेल्प करपाक ते 2 कोटीचे रस्तो बांदून दिवंक सोदता 2 कोटीचे रस्तो बांदून दिवंक सोदता ते बिल्डराक आयबाव दोनाबॉल.
In a shocking incident, gold ornaments worth rupees 4 lakhs were stolen from Mahalakshmi deity Vasco. The gold ornaments went missing on Saturday morning after a couple asked the security personnel to allow them to worship the deity. Murgaon Hindu Samaj are completely upset over the issue. The goddess was taken out in procession in a palanquin around Vasco town on Thursday.
ती लक्ष्मी पुजनाच्यान घातले तितून म्हाका चपला हार तो 3.5 पवनाचो आनी दुसरें म्हटल्यार मंगळसूत्र 2.5 पवनाचें हे मिसींग गावले आनी तेन्ना सांगलें अशें मिसींग गावलें म्हणून आनी तेन्ना आमचे सेक्रेटरी सगळें कमिटीन सुद्दां आपयलें की अशें मिसींग जालें म्हणून तेन्ना हें मिसींग कशें जालें आमकां खबर ना. तो वॉचमॅन जो आसलेलो तो सांगता एक कोण मनीस येयलो खंय तेजो स्टेटमेंट एक मनीस येयलो 8:05 आनी येयलो आनी म्हणून आपल्याक ते देवदर्शन घेवपाचें वयर वचून तेन्ना तेणी म्हटलें नाका म्हणटा आसतना तरी तो मातसो वयर गेलो आनी कितें जेव्हा पांयां पडटालो खंय तेन्ना मागीर पयलें तो म्हणून आपल्याक मागीर फुडलें खबर ना मातसो आपले कितें दोळे भुल्ल्या भाशेन जालें म्हणटा तेजें स्टेटमेंट त्या वॉचमॅन आसलेलो तो आनी पळय जाल्यार मागीर आमकां कळ्ळें की तितून हांव जेन्ना येयलें तेन्ना आमकां मिसींग गावल्या तेन्ना आमी पुलीस स्टेशनाक कंप्लेंट केली वचून बी सगळे वचून सांगलें कंप्लेंट केलें अशें आमचे कमिटी मेंबर म्हाज्या वांगडा येयले आनी आमी कंप्लेंट केली.
सकाळी अशें कळोन येयलें की चोरी जाली जेन्ना आमी हांगा येयली सेक्युरिटीन आमकां सांगलें की कोण तरी 2 जाण येयल्लेले खंय आनी रिक्वेस्ट केलें खंय भितर वचपाचें आमी हांगाल्यान पांयां पडटा सो रिक्वेस्ट केलें भितर वचपाचें आनी तकली ते केली आनी येयलो म्हणटा तो इतलें सांगलें पूण मातशे वक्तान जेन्ना आमचो कोण कमिटी मेंबर आनी भटजी जेन्ना भितर येतना कळ्ळें की भटजी मुर्ती मातशी टिल्टेड आसा जेन्ना भटजीन चॅक केलें तेन्ना भटजीन अध्यक्षाक आपयलें चॅक कर म्हटलें की भांगर सगळें सारकें जाल्यार एक चपला हार आनी एक मंगळसूत्र मिसींग आसलेलें. आमी सेक्युरिटीक विचारलें की ते येयले तेन्ना तूं कितें करतालो तेन्ना तो म्हणपाक लागलो आपूण आसलेलो आपूण न्हिदलेलो आनी ही वॉज लिटल कन्फ्यूज. सो आतां पर्यंत आमकां खबर ना की हू इज द एक्चुअल कल्प्रेट आनी कशें केलें.
7 ते 8 ह्या दरम्यान एक कपल देवीची पुजा करपाक आयली आनी सेक्युरिटीन तांकां सेक्युरिटीक तांच्यांनी रिक्वेस्ट करून एकदम मुर्तीचे जवळ गेली एक बॅरियर लायल्लो आसा तो क्रॉस करून फुडें गेली आनी तांकां अगरबत्ती लावपाक जाय म्हणून आनीक त्या टायमाचेर ताचें लक्ष तेंच्यांनी डायवर्ट करून गळ्यांतले एक 2 नेकलेस म्हणजे एक मंगळसूत्र आनी एक चपला हार म्हणटा तो तेंच्यांनी चोरी केलो अशी कंप्लेंट आसा. सो कंप्लेंट येतकच आमी सगळे मेंबर्सा कडच्यान इन्वेस्टिगेशन चालू केलें तेन्ना तें कळ्ळें की सेक्युरिटी फुड्यान नासतना ही गजाल घडल्या आनी त्या खातीर इन्वेस्टिगेशन चालू आसा. आतां सद्या म्हणल्यार आयडेंटिफाय करपाक शकना तो फक्त कपड्याचें डिस्क्रिप्शन दिलां. सो आमी वास्कोन जितले एप्रोच रोड्स आसा फ्रॉम सेंट एंड्रूज चर्च धरलेले ते पुलीस स्टेशन सायडीच्यान आनी रेल्वे सायडीच्यान जे त्या टायमाचेर सगळे शॉपावाल्यांक रिक्वेस्ट केल्या की आमकां ती फुटेज दिवची.
Villagers of Saraulim, Mungul, Madel and Old Market area are fighting to save their villages from flooding with what they alleged was restarting of work on the western bypass. This is in violation of the NGT order, which had asked the government to submit a plan to save the wetlands. They are trying to fool the people by saying they are putting up hut mats. Such a large area is not required for hut mats, Royla Fernandez told media. We are not opposing the bypass, we are demanding that the bypass be put on stilts to save the fields, she added. Banaulim MLA Churchill Alemao had denied that work on Western Bypass had started.
लोक सगळो सेरावली मंगोलचो पळय एकठांय जाला कित्याक हिंगा तुमी आयज आमी जी उबडे रावले थिंगा सगळें पुरोवन स्टार्ट केलेलें आहा गव्हर्मेंटाक थ्रू NGT सगळ्या डिपार्टमेंट्सांक ऑर्डर येयलेली आहा टील एन एक्शन प्लॅन इज डन टू सेव द वेटलँड्स टू सेव द वॉटर बॉडीज हें काम स्टार्ट करचें न्ही म्हण 10 तारखेर आतां नोव्हेंबराची केस आहा हियरींग आहा NGT बट ते पेंडिंग आसतना गव्हर्मेंट आनी PWDन हें काम स्टार्ट केलां दे आर जस्ट ट्रायंग टू आय वॉश लोकांक फोटोवपा सोदता की हिंगा हटमेंट्स घालता झोपड्यो घालपाक वो ते पळय कॉन्ट्रॅक्टर आहा तेज काम तेजे मनशां दवरपा लागून बट मनशां दवरपा लागून इतली एरिया कवर करपा नाका वी आर हियर नॉट टू स्टॉप द वेस्टर्न बायपास कोण म्हणना आमकां नाका म्हण ऑलरेडी तुमी पळयलां पाड घालून कंप्लीट केलोले आहा आनी उरले ते पाड करपा सोदता सो आमी मागता हिंगा स्टिल्ट्सांचेर जाय म्हण
And year after year we have been taking resolutions to see that this bypass comes on stilts. And it was very, very important because our village is going to be submerged. We have seen year after year the water reaching the top, going over the road. But we don't know a time will come and it will be completely isolated, I think. Somehow the government doesn't seem to understand the situation. Or they understand, but the last time when we met them, we confronted them, they said we don't have enough funds. So,
आणि मात घान कोल जाय तू हिंगा सगळे आमगेले माडेल मुंगूल सेरावलीं आनी आमगे ओल्ड मार्केट आख्खें भोंवतलें सो तेका लागून मागोता आमगे गोंयच्या गोव्हर्मेंटा कडेन मातशें सोजमीकायेन हे मातशें हिंग येवपाचें हेजेर मातशें एक्शन घेवपाचें
We want this road to come up. We only want the road to come up on stilts. That technology is possible and it must be implemented. There is no point in acquisition of these kind of precious lands. They are the ones that will be there for our future generations and we are already the future. So I don't know, I don't understand why our governments are acting in such a manner which is so backward.
Goa is likely to witness heavy rains till November 7th with thunderstorms and lightning. Indian Meteorological Department, Goa Observatory urged citizens to avoid moving in open areas or taking shelter under trees or structures in view of 2 incidents of lightning strikes in Goa. IMD also said that crops too may be affected due to this unseasonal rains. Fishermen have also been warned against venturing into sea till November 10th.
The state is likely to experience more rains till November 7th onwards. Along the thunderstorms and lightning, the Indian Meteorological Department, Goa Observatory, has urged citizens to avoid moving in open areas or taking shelter under trees or structures. IMD has also said that Goa will be witnessing clouding and thunderstorm activities and may affect the crops during the rainfall period. Fishermen are also warned not to venture into the sea until the 10th of November. Here are the highlights.
गोवा के ऊपर थंडरस्टॉर्म एक्टिविटी कंटिन्यू हो रहा है और जैसे एमडी ने पहले फोकस किया था टिल अराउंड 8th ऑफ नवंबर थंडरस्टॉर्म एक्टिविटी जारी रहेगा गोवा के ऊपर और पिछले 24 आवर्स में यानी कि 4th नवंबर को सबसे ज़्यादा रेनफॉल रिपोर्ट किया गया मडगांव से 3 सेंटीमीटर्स ऑफ रेनफॉल। और आज के दिन का अगर सिग्निफिकेंट वेदर सिस्टम देखेंगे तो जो लो प्रेशर एरिया था साउथ ईस्ट अरेबियन सी में लक्षद्वीप के आसपास में लक्षद्वीप एरिया के आसपास में तो उसका थोड़ा सा मूवमेंट हुआ है नॉर्थ वेस्टवर्ड और वो अभी है ईस्ट सेंट्रल अरेबियन सी और साउथ ईस्ट अरेबियन सी में और आने वाले दिनों में भी आने वाले 48 आवर्स में भी इसका नॉर्थ वेस्टवर्ड मूवमेंट होने वाला है और उसके साथ इसका इंटेंसिफिकेशन भी होने वाला है। It is expected that in next 48 hours it will intensify into a form called depression और उस टाइम के बाद after 48 hours it is expected to move west northwestward यानी कि that will be moving consistently away from Indian coast from after around 48 hours. So fishermen are requested not to venture into sea from 5th November to 9th November from Goa's coast क्योंकि जो ऑफ कोस्ट जो एरिया है ईस्ट सेंट्रल अरेबियन सी और साउथ ईस्ट अरेबियन सी, वहाँ पे विंड स्पीड 40 to 50 किलोमीटर्स गेस्टिंग अप टू 60 किलोमीटर्स पर आवर हो सकते हैं। तो इसलिए फिशरमैन आर रिक्वेस्टेड नॉट टू वेंचर इनटू सी फॉर द कमिंग 4 to 5 days। और जैसे ऑलरेडी फोकस किया गया था पिछले दिनों में, ये सिस्टम का जब मूवमेंट हो रहा है, इंटेंसिफिकेशन हो रहा है ओवर द सी, तो गोवा के ऊपर जो रेनफॉल एक्टिविटी हो रहा है उसमें भी थोड़ा सा इंक्रीज हो सकते हैं। थंडरस्टॉर्म एक्टिविटी विल कंटिन्यू with a slightly increased distribution on 2 days on 5th and 6th। और कभी कभी थंडरस्टॉर्म्स मॉडरेट टू सीवियर भी हो सकते हैं, यानी कि क्लाउड टू ग्राउंड लाइटनिंग का चांसेस ज़्यादा है। इसलिए एज इट इज़ ऑलवेज रिक्वेस्टेड, प्लीज़ अवॉइड ओपन एरियाज और ओपन फील्ड्स और finding shelter under isolated or tall structures or trees. This also should be avoided when lightning is taking place. Lightning strike could be hazardous, it could be a threat to safety if the precautions are not taken properly.
And now we end this bulletin with the cartoon of the day image. Well, that's all we have in today's news bulletin. Thanks for watching HCN News. For more news and alerts, please do follow us at O Heraldo on Facebook and Twitter. Until then, goodbye and take care.